Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out that today, uniquely, at the very beginning of 2021, the longest minute was not as long as it usually is. Jason and I are scrambling here to get together. Massive thank you to Patrick Spohr, who's, makes all this stuff work even when we're not quite as together as we ought to be. Anyway, it's a new year, and how exciting is that? The old one sucked, and our job is to make this new one a lot better. And I, for one, am committed to doing that. Jason, how you feeling about that?
I'm feeling really good.
Are you off to a good start?
Yes, my year is off to a great start. And I was listening to the radio earlier this morning, and the DJ said, he's like, I'm not going to say let's make this a better year because that's going to be really easy to do. Let's just make it a great year. So I kind of like that sentiment because I feel like it's definitely going to be better because 2020 was pretty rough. But let's see if we can make it great.
Well, like I said, I think it's better if we make it better. Yeah. I think there's a lot of forces out there who would like to make it worse, right? We just have to keep them from doing that. Yeah.
We'll, I think over the next couple of weeks, get some clarity and hopefully some relief.
Indeed. And my hope is that, Charlie Brown's Christmas kind of provided that necessary emotional pivot into a new year.
Yes.
How'd that go?
It went really well. We Backline received, as they put it, a flurry of donations, which I was
so
very excited
in the end,
to hear
it worked
about.
out financially for them?
I believe so. Yeah.
That is so good because, it's a worthy cause. This is obviously a brutal time, for everybody in the music business, but, the crew in particular, there's nobody looking out for them on average. And, there are some people who are taking good care of their crew, but not enough. In fact, one of the things that's really scary if you look at the economic stuff is that basically the parts of the restaurant business and all of the live entertainment business are almost uniquely harmed by what's happened here. That there's been safety nets under almost everything else. But there's no safety net under music, so we have to make our own. That's why we do live streams every day. Want to send this out to Ann, the world's greatest quarantine buddy. When I was young, I was also broke. My luck was bad, and I could never score. Every day was strange. Then my fortunes changed. Fell in love like never before. Fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. When I look at you, I can't believe you're real. In every way, you are my ideal. I'm living in a dream, weed and wine and ice cream. You have to know how great you make me feel. Fell in love when you first walked through that door. are facing up again. You always know what's up again. When I'm out of line, you're there to kick my ass. I was saying, darling, to feel in love, you first walk through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. We fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. Yes, yes, it's another Monday, the first of the year. Tomorrow, Georgia has its runoff, and so if you live in Georgia, please vote.
Tomorrow?
Tuesday, right?
Tuesday?
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Excellent.
Well, I got to tell you, Ann has been, working in the Haight Street Arts Center with these really incredible posters to, just celebrate democracy in America and the 19th Amendment and, just a lot of really good high-value stuff. And, she thought maybe some people who were working in Georgia would like to see these. Well, anyway, absolutely the numero uno distributor in Georgia has been Jason's brother. who
Yeah,
has-
Brett.
Brett has just, man, to say he's risen to the occasion completely understates his impact. The man was just born to distribute posters the old school way, too,
That's right.
We're talking restaurants, barbershops, telephone poles, under windshield wipers, all the good places, churches, schools, the places where people go. And
He's an old school guy. He was a taper, for the Grateful
I'm just
Dead.
saying,
and,
being
and,
a taper
and
doesn't...
hanging out with bands that I played with in the 90s and postering and doing mailers.
Well, I'm
and,
just saying,
like
postering,
that's
postering's an
his
art
style.
form.
Yeah.
Postering's an art form, and
Yep.
this is a different century. So it's like, there's, people are way more uptight about postering than they used to be.
That's right.
And so he really is, he just completely shined through this whole thing.
Right on, Brett. All the roads I've known are torn.
To take it on home, play it back slow.
Things don't end when you are born.
To take it on home, play it back slow. So one of the things about quarantine that I was not expecting, so we managed to produce a tremendous number of poster images. You know, because Full Moon Owls was going to have a huge tour this year. And of course, that didn't happen. But we'd already committed to like 30 or 40 posters when quarantine happened. And so I just said, look, why don't you just keep making posters to keep everybody employed? Well, now we got to figure out what to do because they've never been printed. Nobody's really.
Did they have the dates of the shows that were supposed to happen?
Initially they pulled them all off. Now they're putting them all back on. Because I go, why not? Let's just do it. You know, the tour that didn't happen, and then overlay on top of it all the DDS stuff, right?
Okay.
Because there've been like, you know, we've had those standard ones, right? But there've been, you know, I don't know, 30 or 40 things that people have done that are real ones, and then they did all the ones for the songs for the Full Moon Alice album, you know. I mean, Dennis Larkins did that one for Birdsong. That's the statue of Janice with Jerry and Hunter at the bottom. That's pretty sweet with the pigeons. You know. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to do a book of them because I think by the time we're done, they're like 200 images.
Wow.
You know, some of which are, you know, that form that they created, right? But with different pictures in them. But, you know, it's been a lot. You know, even if we only count those forms as one image, I think it's still way more than 100 posters.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to send this out to Ann's brother Tom. There's a young man that I know. His age is 21. Coming down southern Colorado. Just out of the service, he's looking forward to fun someday soon. Going with him someday soon. Parents cannot stand him 'cause he rides a rodeo. My father says he will leave me crying. I would follow him right down the roughest road I know. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Comes to call, my pa ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he was just as wild in his younger days. So blow your old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's riding in tonight from California. Loves his damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. in tonight from California. He loves his damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him. Someday soon, someday soon, going with him. Someday soon. Someday soon.
Lunatic is on the grass. Lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games, daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. Lunatic is in the hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor. And every day the paper boy brings more. Breaks open many years too soon. If there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Lunatic is in my head.
Ha 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 ha.
The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change, you rearrange me till I'm sane. Lock the door, throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts, thunder in your ear, you shout and no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. you see, all that you taste, all you feel, and all that you love, and all that you hate, all you distrust, all you say, and all that you give, and all that you deal, and all that you buy, beg, borrow, or steal, and all you create, and all you destroy, and all that you do, and all that you say, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, and all that you slight, and everyone you fight, all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in tune. The sun is eclipsed by the moon.
Nothing like a little English folk music.
Oh, yeah.
So it's funny, every year when a new year starts, I always try to pick some part of my nest and clean it up because I'm totally a pack rat.
Yeah.
And stuff just piles up. So the room where I kind of store all the posters and all of the, stuff I pick up on the road, that room's been deteriorating for years. And it was basically, you essentially have to be a ballet dancer to get through the room. And so I've taken that on as my challenge. And I'm a couple days into it, and to be honest with you, it doesn't look any better, but I am beginning to put some order into it, which would be, if I can actually over the next couple weeks succeed on this, I will feel a sense of accomplishment greater than anything that happened in 2020.
I took on a couple projects like that in 2020 at my house. Just
Well,
like and I can totally relate to, like, it doesn't really look good until the end once you've kind of put it back together in its new form. It actually looks worse for a little bit.
Well, actually, in this particular case, it couldn't look worse.
Right.
But the problem is it's not looking any better. Anne comes down from time to time, takes a peek, and gives me all these encouraging words, like she can see a difference. And I'm trying to figure out what she can see. Because, the stack of posters that were on the floor is lower than it was before, but there's still a ton of posters on the floor.
Yeah.
And the pile of boxes of various things that have come in, and there must be 100 poster tubes in there, and I have no idea what's in half of them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and I
Yeah.
got to get them all out of there. So and again, the question is, then where are they going to go?
Yeah.
I don't have a good answer for that. But I don't ever want to throw away poster tubes because you never know when you need to send a poster somewhere.
Totally.
So I've got, I'm going to guess of the 100 that are in there, at least half of them are empty. And if I'm really lucky, 80% of them are empty. And then I can get rid of a few because I clearly don't need 80 empty ones.
Right.
All right, another one for Ann. I leave before dawn, I'm in meetings to midnight. You know a girl lonely. This kind of life gets in the way of relationships. A lot of work and too much play. Thoughts on my mind have been there for a while. Don't know how to say. Each time I think my heart might disappear without a trace. You're there for me. We're still in the same place. Won't you be my silver lining? Won't you chase the storms away? Need you now. just tossing and turning, waiting for the sun to rise. Just before dawn, we're alone in the darkness, but I still can see your smile. I need to change, I need to find equilibrium, but don't need with money buy. Each time I wonder how my life got twisted up like this, you're there for me, you saved me with a kiss. Need you to be my silver lining, won't you chase the storms away? Need you now so much more than ever, won't you help me find my way? You know you are my silver lining when I have a cloudy day. You are the only friend I need when things don't go my way. You know you are my guiding light, I owe you more than I can say. Thank you for being there, I can always count on you. Sometimes even a happy dreams come true. Thank you for being there, I can always count on you. Sometimes even happy dreams come true. Thank you for being my silver lining, you chase the storms away. I love you now so much more than ever, won't you help me find my way? Oh, won't you help me find my way? Oh, won't you help me find my way? Please help me.
Okay. Like to wish a friend of mine and living legend John McLaughlin a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, Maestro.
And everybody else out there whose birthday happens to be today or yesterday or tomorrow or any day. I think celebrating John McLaughlin's birthday is something that is possibly open to everybody.
Drink up, baby. Stay up all night with the things you could do. You won't, but you might. The potential you'll be that you'll never see. The promises you'll only make Drink up with me now and forget all about the pressure of days. Do what I say and I'll make you okay and drive them away. The image is stuck in your head. People you've been before that you don't want around anymore, that push and shove and won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still. Drink up, baby, look at the stars, I'll kiss you again. Between the bars where I'm seeing you there, your hands in the air, waiting to finally be caught. Drink up one more time and I'll make you mine, keep you apart, deep in my heart, separate from the rest, where I like you the best, and keep the things you forgot. People you've been before that you don't want around anymore, that push and shove and won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still. Nice.
Before we get out of here today, I got to show you. Julia Postel sent us something for the holidays.
Oh, excellent.
It is, and indeed, it is truly excellent.
She
In
is-
fact, I would
she is
characterize it as
sweetheart.
being damn near epic. So, Julia, thank you. Incredibly thoughtful and totally on target. Gail Barnes sent me something that was equally on target, and I want to discourage people from worrying about that kind of thing. Please, you don't send anything. But if you find something perfect, you're always welcome to do it. But in general, no, you don't need to. But in this particular holiday season, it was, they found things that that made a difference in, and that's a beautiful thing, because anytime you can make a difference in somebody's life,
Yeah.
especially this year, wow, that's a beautiful thing. So to Gail, to Julia, to everybody who's out there, thank you all. And those of you who participate in the chats, I go back after the shows and look at a lot of them, and I just really appreciate all the kind things you said. And so, thank you very much. I'm looking through you. Where did you go? I thought I knew you. What did I know? You don't look different, but you have changed. I'm looking through you. You're not the same. Your lips are moving. I cannot hear. Your voice is soothing, but the words aren't clear. You don't sound different, I'm blind again. I'm looking through you. You're not the same. Why, tell me, why do you not treat me right? Love in the same old way. You were above me, but not today. The only difference is you're down there. I'm looking through you, and you're nowhere. Why, tell me, why do you not treat me right? Love has a nasty habit of disappearing overnight. I'm looking through you, where did you go? I thought I knew you, what did I know? You don't look different, but you have changed. Looking through you, you're not the same. Maybe you changed. Look through you. Look through you. Look through you.
Can I make a request that we flip-flop this next tune and one after 909, so because I'm going to do fiddle on the last two, and then Rhodes on the next two.
That's why set lists are constructed in order to allow for exactly that kind of spontaneous rearranging. And it's a new year, so we're not locked into anything.
But I believe starting this Sunday, we're going to start receiving some video contributions from some Full Moon Alice members.
Yes, indeed. In fact, I spent about half an hour on the phone with John today, who apparently had talked to you.
Uh-huh.
John has got some completely epic ideas. And I
Amazing.
don't know if he's going to have it ready by Sunday.
No, I think the Sunday's either going to be one of the T Sisters or the Chambers.
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah.
but John's gotten something brewing that is very exciting. I have not talked to either any T.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what we're going to do, we're going to have like a live video of Erica's birth, or what are we doing?
No, I think that because
that might be too much information.
they're collaborating from 3 different locations these days as well.
Right.
So I think that we're going to have some individual, maybe some Erica and Ben, and maybe some Rachel solo and Chloe solo. I think Lester and Dylan are going to doing something together. I talked with Barry. He's going to work on something for later in the month, and it'll be a nice way to mix things up.
And I think John, being in L.A., he's got a lot of resources, and he's got this one idea that, it's going to make for a multiple session program because he's now, you guys have probably figured this out. John has many, many talents, but having spent a fair amount of time around the theater and TV world as he has a really great sense of what happens when you have a camera.
Yeah, he has like a Groundlings background, perhaps.
Yeah. He was in the band for the Groundlings Theater.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the only theatrical thing he's done.
Okay.
And he's been in some, big band things and other, situations like that. And John's career has included some pretty highlight programs, and
Well, when I was in November, I was in L.A. and I was playing on that Father John Misty record, and it was at United Recording in Los Angeles, where These Boots Were Made for Walking was recorded, and all of these classic records, Beck's Grammy winning. I mean, it was just like
Blow by Blow.
I mean, it was like everything you could imagine was at this
Oh,
at this
you mean
place.
Beck as opposed to Jeff Beck?
Yeah, no, Beck, the one that won the Grammy, Morning Phase, was actually in the room that I was recording in. And I'm going down the hallway. I'm looking at all these things, and then there's a picture of Molo. And so Vanessa was like, "You got to stop." And she took a photo of me pointing to John
Yeah.
on the wall.
And it was from what?
It was from early Hornsby in the Range.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So John with hair.
John with hair.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sightings of John with hair are always very entertaining.
Yes. Yes.
You know, it's like the Edge with hair. you
Yeah.
know. There's certain people where not having hair is part of their brand, but it hasn't always been that way.
Right.
I mean, that is to
Right.
say, they were already established, and then they lost their hair. You ready?
Yes.
Baby said traveling on the one after 909. Said move over, honey, traveling on that line. Said move over once, move over twice. Come on, honey, don't be cold as ice. Said traveling on the one after 909. Well, I begged her not to go, I begged her on bended knee. Only fool around, said you only fool around with me. Said move over once, move over twice. Come on, honey, don't be cold as ice. Said come on the one after 909. Picked up the bags, ran to the station. Railman said, you got the wrong location. Picked up the bags, run right home. And I find I got the number wrong. Well, baby said traveling on the one after 909. Said move over, honey, traveling on that line. Said move over once, move over twice. Come on, honey, don't be cold as ice. Said traveling on the one after 909. Picked up the bag, ran to the station. Railman said, you got the wrong location. Picked up the bag, ran right home. When I find I got the number wrong. Well, said traveling on the one after 909. I said move over, honey, traveling on that line. Said move over once, move over twice. Come on, honey, don't be cold as ice. Said traveling on the one after 90. Said traveling on the one after 90. Said traveling on the one after 909.
You got the lick at the top?
I practiced. I just need.
Oh, one. Sitting here in limbo, like a bird without a song. Sitting here in limbo, but I know it won't be long. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. Sitting for the tide to flow. Sitting here in limbo, knowing that I have to go. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. I don't know what life will show me, but I know what I've seen. I can't see where life will lead me, but I know where I've been. Tried my hand in love and friendship, but all that is past and gone. This little boy is moving on, sitting here in limbo, waiting for the dice to roll. Sitting here in limbo, got some time to search my soul. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. Want to take a solo? Life will show me, but I know what I've seen. I can't see where life will lead me, but I know where I've been. Try my hand in love and friendship, but all that is past and gone. This little boy is moving on, sitting here in limbo, waiting for the dice to roll. Sitting here in limbo, got some time to search my soul. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on.
Glad we brought that one back.
Yeah.
That's such a good song.
Give me one.
I think you've had all the sex I can give you. That was major double entendre there.
People say a man is made out of mud. Poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in the St. Peter down, deeper into St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain, fighting and trouble, my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake by an old mama house. Ain't no boss gonna push me around. You look 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, if you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. But one fist of iron, another is steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, so what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Yes, I owe my soul to the company store. Yes, I owe my soul to the company store. Sweet. Good fiddling.
All right. I had $14 in my inside pocket and 22 more up my sleeve. There was cold hard cash lining up my jacket, but I did not have a dime when I did leave.
When I got here,
I was carrying roses.
had to go, I was only holding dirt.
When I walked in here wearing a tuxedo, but I left wearing just an old t-shirt. Say it's hard times, don't I know it? I'm sleeping on a bed made of men. But I used to live way up in the penthouse. Now I can't even get a room in the county jail.
Your dollar bills have sprouted wings. I don't think they'll come around next spring. Just like birds of
Pray they will take what's yours and fly away. Now that your dollar bills have sprouted
wings.
on a pile of diamonds. I'm leaving on a wheelbarrow of dust. IOUs glued to my eyelids. Sitting here watching my safe rust. Watching all your coins roll down the gutter. All your champagne going down the sink. Is there something that you're trying to remember? Or is that string around your finger a wedding ring? That your dollar bills have sprouted wings. I don't think they'll come around next spring. Just like birds of prey, they will take what's yours and fly away. Now that your dollar bills have sprouted wings. Now that your dollar that your dollar bills have sprouted wings. I don't think they'll come around next spring. Just like birds of prey, they will take what's yours and fly away. That your dollar bills have sprouted wings. That your dollar bills have sprouted wings. That your dollar bills have sprouted wings.
Well, all right. We're getting the year off to a very good start here today. Tomorrow we got the quartet. Wednesday, I believe, there'll be you solo. Thursday, quartet again?
Quartet, Friday
Again.
us,
Friday
Saturday
will be
you.
us again. Saturday me.
Sunday
will
full
be
moon
the
Alice surprise.
mysterious full moon Alice, whatever it turns out to be thing, which, honest to God, is going to be, I mean, it's going to be some work of art that Patrick Sporer pulls together, because the band will put its pieces together and Patrick will turn it into a show.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I also think, you know, based on some of the conversations that I have, that people are going to try to keep the editing at a minimum for Patrick to
I believe that's true.
But I think that there
also
may be like 15-minute humorous segments that then go along with a 15-minute musical segment.
That's all I'm saying.
that he'll
I'm
have
just
to tie
saying
together.
Patrick has such great skills. It would be a shame to ignore them as a
Right.
opportunity here, just in the name of doing it in one take.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he will
That's
get
what
a lot
that's
more
what the live shows are for.
Exactly. All right. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please wear your masks. Be incredibly safe out there. The next few weeks are going to be really hairy. And anyway, just know that we're thinking about you. We love you. Really appreciate all the support. And we'll be back as a quartet tomorrow. See ya.
See ya. Nice one, amigo.